What's going on, guys? I'm Septile MC, and today, well, we'll be playing some OU with team. I don't know if I've ever uploaded a team with a battle with this team, but it's team that had the mammal swine on it, but I changed it to Landorus I because I had a problem with stall, so I'm using the claw mindset. But we'll just find a battle. And I'll talk about where I've been, basically. So if you guys don't want to hear me talking about where I've been, in the condensed form, I'm back. Maybe not 100%, but I'm back. And you guys won't only be seeing Mega Septile uploads. So if that's all you wanted to hear, then you guys can leave right now. Maybe drop a like on the video. If you guys want to hear the whole story, well then enjoy it as I put the timer on. So what basically happened? Nothing really happened. I sort of got out of YouTube in the sense of I just didn't want to upload anymore. And I do apologize for that. I just wasn't too into it anymore. And while you guys may think like, oh, well, that's just like that happens, like it was. I mean, it sucked in that sense, just because like I don't know what I'm saying because I'm trying to focus on the battle for a second. Let me rock to him. I just didn't feel like uploading. I came to a point where I actually thought I was gonna quit, and that was about a week-long period. But I was just like, I'm just done with YouTube. Like, I don't see myself going anywhere with it and all that stuff. And I just didn't really have too much fun uploading anymore. But as the week went on, I realized that I began to miss my friends on YouTube, like people like John Pokemon, ZeroCLX, Nexus, Frank Strode, Fufu, Mr. Dundeal, all those guys. I began to miss all of them, and you guys may just think like, oh, like that's just happens like that, like you miss people. But I really did miss them, so I decided that the best way I could stay in contact with everyone is if I started YouTube again, got on Skype more often to do more collabs with people, and so that's basically why I started, or why I'm starting to upload again, so I can keep my ties with people. Uploading for me, I still enjoy it to an extent, although I can't say I enjoy it as much as I used to, but I do want to continue uploading, and I'm going to continue uploading until I decide that I want to stop, and that's completely my decision. That's not anyone else's. So yeah, that's basically where I stand with whole YouTube and whatnot. But I guess I can get into the battle now. So he lost his Deoxys early on. However, I kind of put my Breloom in a crappy situation because he can go into anything on his team now to take me out. He can probably go into Gengar now that I think about it. No, he can go into anything actually, but his Gengar is the best play in my opinion, just because Mach Punch is ineffective and he can take me out with a Shadow Ball. Nothing on my team honestly wants to take a Shadow Ball, so I'll just let my Breloom die. And yeah, he might go into Thunderous too, just to get off an HP Ice, or T-Bolt. If that's the case, I'm going to save my Breloom and I'm going to go into Aegislash, because I have a specially defensive Aegislash on this team. With the weakness policy as well, it's kind of weird, but it works out for me usually. He does go into Gengar, so there's no chance I'm going to keep this around. I'm just going to Rock Tomb, and yep. So he's Life Orb. That's actually really good to know. So what can I go into now? I could go into Thunderous, go for a T-Wave, which would be nice. However, is it necessary? I could go into Aegislash. I know I can take any one hit, and I can hit him with a Shadow Ball. I'm gonna go into Aegislash. Just go for a Shadow Ball because I know if he hits me, I'll get my weakness policy. And if he doesn't hit me, then something is taking a Shadow Ball. And he'll be afraid of the Shadow Sneak. So he'll probably switch. He does switch into Mawile, which is great for me. And I'm going to get off this big ol' Shadow Ball to 68%, which is great. Now see, here's my one problem, is he might just go for Sucker Punch. I'm going to King Shield right here. And he'll probably just go for Sucker Punch. He goes for Knockoff, so he gets -2, which is great for me. And I want to take that knockoff right now. I don't want to switch into anything. Well, I can go to Rotom now possibly, but that's more of a defensive play. I want to keep the pressure on him, and I don't think a Shadow Sneak will take him out. Well, let me see this. Well, I'm at -1 attack, so there's no shot I'll take off the Shadow Sneak. I'm gonna play more defensively. I'm gonna go into Rotom Wash just because I can. He's going for knockoff, does 27%, and do I wanna? He'll probably go into Thunder. No, I don't know what he's gonna go into. His team's kind of Rotom Wash weak. I'm just gonna go for a burn, and he goes into Gengar, which is fine with me because I'm gonna get the burn off on the Gengar, which means he won't have as much of a survivability. And I don't think he's gonna Shadow Ball here. If he does, Aegislash can take one hit and go for a Shadow Sneak. I know that for a fact. He goes for Sludge Wave, which is great for me. I'm gonna actually King Shield on this turn just so I can guarantee the Shadow Sneak kill, and he's just gonna go for a Shadow Ball. And from this range, a Shadow Sneak should definitely kill. It does. So that's great for me. He loses one of his offensive threats. He's just gonna go into Mawile now. And now that I'm not at, I don't have any attack investment. That's just, I have 4 attack investment. So I'm actually gonna calc this just because I'm ranked decently high. Aegislash Blade against Mega Mawile. No attack investment, so for 4 Shadow Sneak to 16 to 20. Yep, that's not happening today. I'm just gonna King Shield. Just play it safe. He might go for Swords Dance Predicting that. He just goes for Play Rough. So he's gonna get the -2. Now though, I wanna go back to Rotom for some reason. Maybe that might just be my best play. Do we have the same speed? No, I'm naturally faster. That's a quiet nature. I'm naturally faster than him. I'm gonna go for a Shadow Ball. Am I naturally faster? Slash data, Aegislash. Slash data, Mega Mawile. Oh yeah, I am. Well, that's a interesting turn of events that I did not even predict. Gonna for King Shield here, and it's gonna fail. And I'm just gonna King Shield again. See what he wants to go for. I have yet to see the Sucker Punch. I'm definitely afraid of that because that's going to definitely do a lot. He does go for the Swords Dance here, but he has knockoff. So that's okay. I'm just going to forfeit right here. So I'm going to win the battle. Put me back into the 1700s. Good. I actually, with this team, I peaked 1900 around that area. And then I began using other teams, and I dropped to around 1650. So I decided to use this team again. Don't think it'll be as good now as it was previously, but that's just me. Let's do one more battle. How long are we recording? We're going for 8 minutes. Let's do one more. He has a Ferrothorn. I have to watch out for that. My lead, though, is just going to be the Breloom. If he wants to hit up with the Ferrothorn, he can. He leads off with the Heatran. He doesn't want to take a Spore. He knows that. He's just going to go into Ferrothorn. I'm going to predict his switch into Ferrothorn. I don't really have to switch into Ferrothorn. That's the fucking thing. I'm going to go into Rotom just because if he wants to Lava Plume, I can take. If he goes into Pharaoh, that's good. I can just go for a Will-O-Wisp here. I know he's just going to get up. He gets Valera Spikes, which is interesting. I don't usually see Spikes too often. But, now I'm just gonna go into Landorus, I think. Landorus or Thundurus. Ooh. I want to see how much the Volt Switch is gonna do. Volt Switch does 11%. He's definitely physically defensive. Landorus, I kind of want to keep. Well, okay. Let's see what I need. As I hello, I'm recording, so I'm just not gonna answer people. See, if I go into Landorus, that would be the more offensive switch in my opinion because my Landorus is a Calm Mindset. But if I go into Thundurus and he goes for something like a Power Whip, that I would be greatly crippled with my Thundurus. And I kind of want my Thundurus for his Keldeo. I'm thinking I'm going to Landorus. I pray to Allah that this is a fair battle. Okay. And he's just going to go for that, so I'm going to double switch out here. I'm going to go actually into my... I'm going to go into my Thundurus now, predicting a Protect of some sorts. Does he have leftovers? He does have leftovers, so that's kind of annoying. But I was actually hoping he would have the Rocky Helmet. But you don't always get what you want. And wish I had my Mamoswine now over Landorus, now that I think about it. But I guess there's nothing we can do about it. It's usually a 50-50 toss-up. Which one I need more. I'm just gonna go to Thundurus here. Gonna put the timer on just because it's gonna take me a while. And hopefully he doesn't go for a Power Whip or a Gyro Ball. He goes for a Power Whip. That does nothing. He's burned, I forgot. He does not want to take a Focus Blast by any means. I'm going to... do I want to predict the switch? Nothing wants to take a Focus Blast except for Gardevoir. I'm going to T-Wave on the switch. He does stay in. He's just going to go for a Leech Seed, isn't he? Yes, he is. I don't like this guy already. I thought he won't want to take a Focus Blast. I'm going to go to Aegis Slash then. If he's just going to want to sit here and use his Power Whip, I'm going to go into Aegis Slash. And I'm going to Shadow Ball next turn. Get more of an offensive play going on because I've been playing extremely defensively. He's going to go into Gardevoir now, though, which is actually perfectly fine with me. I'm going to fire off a Shadow Ball, which... yeah, he's going to go into Bisharp. I mean, there's nothing I can do there. He's going to do 35%. That's a lot of damage. I'm going to go for a King Shield. I won't really affect him. Actually, I'm afraid of the Pursuit right here. That's why I'm going for King Shield. I'm afraid of the Pursuit if he has it. He goes for Knockoff. He's going to get -2. He's just going to get +2 again. So that's not really a problem. I'm not seeing Leftover, so I'm assuming he's Life Orb. I'm going to go into Breloom here. It's the only... sorry. It's the only Pokemon on my team that's... item is now actually neutralized just because of the spikes. So I'm okay if it gets knocked off. I have the Mach Punch that I can threaten him out with. And... so that's gonna happen, and now I can go for the Mach Punch. But will he go into... well, let me see this. I can't talk. God damn. Breloom and / data Gardevoir. Gardevoir naturally outspeeds me. But I do have a safe switch in the form of Aegis Slash, so I'm just gonna go for a safe Mach Punch. He does go into Gardevoir. I should have Bullet Seeded, but that would have been extremely risky. But I have a safe switch into this. I can just go into Aegis Slash. I can play nice and safe. If he wants to go for a Shadow Ball, predicting my switch, then I get my Weakness Policy, and then I can Shadow Sneak and kill him. Goes for Side Shock, that does absolutely nothing. And I'm just going to fire off another Shadow Ball. It's my safest play, it's my best play. If he wants to go for a Hyper Voice here, it's going to do even less damage because I'm specially defensive. And, well, yeah, let's just go for Shadow Ball. He can go into Heatran if he wants. That's not going to help him very much. He might get up his Rocks then, and then I'll be kind of in trouble with my Thundurus. But he goes into Bisharp again, which is kind of... he's really playing risky around the Bisharp. I'm going to go for... well, actually, that was a good plan on his part, because now I don't have anything to take a knockoff, and I don't really want to lose my Breloom this early on. But it looks like I'm going to have to sack it off. I'm going to switch directly into Breloom. He goes for Pursuit this time. Fuck! Oh, he did have Pursuit. Okay. Okay. I give him props for that. He won for knockoff the last time, and I'm just going to Mach Punch this time. He might predict me to predict the switch into Gardevoir and go for a Sucker Punch. I'm not going to do that because I have to play safe now. Considering I just lost my one counter to Mega Gardevoir, being my Aegis Slash, I can't afford to really use my Breloom, considering it does damage to any Pokemon on his team with the Mach Punch. He's probably going to go into Mega Gardevoir now, kind of knowing that he can do anything to me. He can just fire off a Hyper Voice, and I'm going to have to sack off my Breloom, it looks like. That sucks. I'm just going to go for Mach Punch to get off damage. I don't have a choice. This is really shitty. I'm going to do 12% to him. He's going to go for Hyper Voice to take me out. Okay. Okay, do I have Sludge Wave or Psychic? I have Psychic. Fuck. Of all times, I wish I had Sludge Wave right now. So you have Rocks, he doesn't have Rocks. I can take one. But I can't Calm Mind because he has 2 things that outspeed me. Ooh, I'm in such a bad spot because of this. I'm gonna go into Landorus. He has 2 things that outspeed, so I doubt I'll get off a sweep anymore. just gonna fire off an Earth Power. If he wants to go into Thunderous, he can. He might be afraid of the Sludge Wave, just because I sent this thing out. He actually takes that Signals Forever Voice. Clean takes me out. Oh god. Gonna go into Thunderous now. I have leftovers, so that's not a problem. I'm gonna go for a T-Bolt. T-Bolt will hit the Ferrothorn, do a decent amount. Don't really know what's gonna happen in the sense of the turnout of the battle, just because it is 4-3. I still have the speak, George. I still have the Belly Drum Yazumaro, and that can sweep. Given I take a tiny bit more health away from the Ferrothorn, then I win. He goes into this. He's just gonna go for rocks, in my opinion. Rocks or some other. I'm gonna go into Yazumaro here. I don't want to go into my Rotom Wash yet, just because in case he gets like a burn or something. He goes for Toxic, which is fine. I can take that. He's gonna go into this thing now. Do I want to Belly Drum now? Belly Drumming now would put me in a situation like this. Thunderous and Rotom Wash. The Thunderous can take care of the Keldeo, and the Rotom Wash can take care of the Heatran. His wild card to me is definitely the Thunderous. It's gonna come down to a speed tie, in my opinion, between our Thunderouses. I don't need the Zuma for anything else. I'm just gonna fire off a Belly Drum. He is gonna go into Ferrothorn, and I just gotta fucking hope that this is gonna... I doubt it's gonna do anything. I'm gonna go for Waterfall though, hoping I get a flinch just to do enough damage. I'm not gonna take him out by any means. That's a fact at this point. I'm gonna do a solid amount. Will I get the flinch? I do not get the flinch, but he's not gonna die either to the thing. But that's fine with me actually, because I'm able to go into my Thunderous now, and I'm able to get back one more recovery of leftovers, which is going to help me. I'm almost at full. He has 3 Pokemon left at full. I have 2 Pokemon left. And, I mean, it's not looking great for me, but I still have a chance. He is going to go into Heatran, and it basically comes down to Focus Blast. I'm going to fire for Focus Blast. I got a hit. I do hit. That does nothing. I can't stay in next turn. 51% don't burn. He does get the burn. And this is really unfortunate for me. But I can't really do anything about it. I have to go back into Rotom Wash here. I was hoping that Focus Blast would do a lot more, but I guess I'm overestimating the power of Thunderous and completely underestimating the actual bulk of Heatran. Now, he is going to Protect, which is bad for him because he could have gone off a burn. He is going to Toxic here, though. And I'm going to fire for Hydro Pump. He's going to Protect. He's just going to see what I go for. I'm going to go for Hydro Pump. I'm not going to Volt Switch. I can't go for Volt Switch. I can't go into my Thunderous. My Thunderous is my win condition in the sense of... Okay, that's good. I needed crucial damage. Ooh, that's bad for me. I need one more Hydro Pump hit. And he's just going to Protect. He's just going to stall my Hydro Pumps. That's a good play on his part. It's the only play on his part. And I'm going to go for one more Hydro Pump. I got to hit this last one. Just got to hit this last one. Come on, Rotom. Come on, Rotom. I have faith in you. In my opinion, he probably should have Toxic me instead of going for a Protect one of the turns. And then gone up the rocks, just because Toxic would have guaranteed him the win. In the sense of I would not have had a lot of HP at this point. I'd be probably at like 60% at this point. And a Secret Sword or a Hydro Pump, if it specs, can take me out from that range. How much health am I at? Come on, you can show up. Goes into his Thunderous here, which is... It's a Scarfed Keldeo. That's the only reason he would go into Thunderous here, is if the Keldeo was Choice Scarfed. My Rotom is slower than his Thunderous. I could go for Volt Switch, risk the Speed tie, go for HP Ice, or just go for T-Bolt actually, because it does more. And... Oh, ooh... This is coming down to it here, because I want to get into Thunderous on that Keldeo so I can T-Wave, but I need a safe switch into Thunderous. I'm not going to get a safe switch into Thunderous. I'm thinking here. It's like I don't know how much damage I'm gonna be able to do to him. I'm gonna calc. Even though I have a calculator open right there, I typed it in. We have a Rotom Wash, and we have a Thundurus. Hydro Pump would do half. Volt Switch would do 32 to 38, and then a Thundurus on a Thundurus. So I would do 38% Thundurus on a Thundurus if I was not Life Orb with some leftovers. 57 to 68. I have a chance if he's Life Orbed. If he's not Life Orbed, then he's going to take my T-Bolt and just completely demolish me. So it all comes down to if he's Life Orbed or not. How much would a Life Orb do? Because I'm actually physically defensive Rotom Wash. Not especially defensive. So we gotta take that off. We're gonna go to Impish quickly, and he will be doing half to me, and then there's no shot I'm taking any shot from any hit from that Keldeo. I'm gonna Volt Switch. He goes for T-Bolt. He is Life Orbed, which is good and bad, because now that it's a speed tie, and that speed tie is gonna decide who wins this game, basically. Gotta go for T-Bolt. Whoever wins the speed tie wins. It comes down to that. Whoever wins this speed tie is gonna win this game, I think. He might possibly win still, just because of the Keldeo, but I'm gonna go for T-Wave on the Keldeo just to be safe, in my opinion. I'm gonna get Pain Split and get back my health. But if he wins the speed tie here, he wins the game. If I win the speed tie here, I have a bigger chance to win. And well, I took a long time on that last turn, so he's gonna take some time on this turn. I'm sorry for that time. Just had to run some calcs. He is Life Orbed, and I'm assuming the Keldeo is Choice Scarfed, just because of how he's playing this game. It might not be, and I might be completely fucking myself over because I could have just gone for Hydro Pump. But yeah. Then again, I could have just gone for a Pain Split first turn and then Volt Switch, but that would have completely wasted my Rotom Wash then, and then I would lose to a Scarf Keldeo. So I think he knows right here that I ran the calcs, and that with my leftovers, I can take him out. I'm just gonna go back here and quickly type that in again. See if I didn't fuck up. Because if I did fuck up, it's over. I have a chance to take him out. I would need absolutely minimum damage to not take him out. And well, let me look back at my Rotom Wash, because he's taking some time. I was taking some time, so I'm gonna run this last calc. I am bold and I am physically defensive, so take that out of there. 2 there, and then let's go to Keldeo. If it's a standard specs Keldeo, then the most he's going to do to me is half. Volt Switch would do 52 to 63. I will not have much of a chance if that's how that goes. Well, he would be paralyzed. He would have to hit through on the first turn to take out my Thundurus. He would have to hit through on the second turn and on the third turn. He's taking a long time though. So, did he think that I left? I don't think so. He has 20 seconds left. If he loses, don't lose because of a timeout. I don't want this to happen. I don't deserve to win from a timeout. Don't. I was like, I want to stop timer, but wow. He timed out. I don't. It was a 50-50 of who was gonna who was actually gonna win at that point. But anyways, guys, that's where I'm gonna call quits with the video. That was a fantastic battle, Drizu. I don't know who would have won. And what sucks is that you timed out, but there's nothing we can do about that. So guys, if you enjoyed, please give this video a thumbs up, and comments, like, rate, and subscribe. Subscribe for more. Definitely will start uploading again, guys, so look out for that. Comment, like, subscribe, and Septile MC, and peace out.